Laser beam ravage, rumble, frenzy, eject, operation, destruction.
No way! Two can play! Welcome back to Chuck 14 and Happy New Year! Happy 2021! 2020 is finally over and we're here with a new video. And today we're going OG Transformers Autobot Blaster. This is Soundwave's Nemesis. And if it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. Click on that like button. It helps me out a lot and it only takes you a second to do that. And for today we will take a look at this guy. Let's check out the box. And here we are with the box, and up front you see that amazing artwork, G1 artwork of Blaster. And of course he is an Autobot and he converts from radio to robot and back. And you also have the French translation of that, and you have the Transformers Heroic Autobot. And then as with the OG, that's the transformation in 5 steps. Down the side you get his robot form and his radio form over there, and of course at the back that amazing Transformers artwork from the old days. And you got his tech specs and his bio card over here, which is really amazing. And if you have those Earthrise decoder strips, you can use them here to decode his tech specs. And then on the other side it's the same thing, the radio and the robot mode and a bunch of pictures and his robot mode over here at the bottom as well. And it includes a figure, accessory and instructions. That's it for the box, and now let's get Blaster out of the box. And here we've got Blaster out of the box, and really amazing looking figure. And what comes with him in the box is his instruction sheet and his blaster. And we take a look at that first, and it's a pretty big weapon over here. Comparing it to Soundwave's blaster, it's a pretty big one, as you can see, really long. And of course we'll take a look at the instruction sheet, and really nice picture of Blaster here, just like in the box. And as with the G1 instruction sheets, it's very short, as you can see here. And it's all in 10 steps, and it's pretty easy how to transform these. And here we've got Blaster himself, and it's a pretty cool boombox. I love how his color schemes, that Autobot logo over here, but there's a lot of great details over here. If you're an old school guy, you've still got this on and off switch over here, which is really cool. They included that. And got this handle for the boombox, and then you've got this tabs to turn on the music and stuff. And it also says here, if you can see it, eject, off and play, which is really reminiscent to the old school boom boxes and cassette decks. Then on the back of the Blaster there's not much, and you can see his head over there. And comparing him as well with his nemesis Soundwave, and here is Soundwave in the cassette deck form. And it's too bad that they're not the same scale, or they're not the same size, but they look pretty good together as well. And for the cassette deck, if you're wondering, only the eject button would work here. The rest are just there, and it wouldn't do anything if you press them. So you press the eject button and it opens up the cassette deck. And if much like on Soundwave, these buttons don't work. It's just the top eject button that opens the cassette deck. And if you're wondering, yeah, this guy doesn't come with a cassette, unlike Soundwave who comes with buzzsaw. So we'll try Soundwave's cassette if it'll fit in the tape deck, and yes it does, it fits in there really nice. And with that out of the way and out of the discussion, we'll transform Blaster into his robot mode. And here we go with a transformation, pretty easy transformation, just like Soundwave, but with a twist. So first you take off this black part which holds the boombox holder or handles, and then you fold down his legs like this. And once the legs are done like that, these handles will just fold up to the side like this, but this one will swing in there pretty easy. And then you pull down the toes for his feet, and you got his feet done, which is pretty crazy. And you look at the toes, it's pretty thin. So it's pretty nice how technology has advanced, as well as the engineering with the new Transformers toys nowadays. Take the camera out a little bit, because this guy's pretty tall. And then on the side for the arms, you swing it out like this, and then you pull down his forearms. So once you pull down the forearms, which are pretty tight, so you pull down the forearms and then you slide down his fists. You turn the fists around to reveal the posts for his blaster, and then you take up the head, you turn it up, and here you've got Blaster in his robot mode. And of course we'll give him his gun, and here it is. And this guy is a pretty big guy, almost leader class by today's standards. And yeah, here he is, looks pretty awesome. And with his counterpart Soundwave, looks like a Voyager and a deluxe class. So that's it, how they scale, and they look pretty awesome. And of course it's still the same thing as the robot at the cassette deck mode. It's just this on here, you got these more stickers, and then this doesn't have any elbow swivel. Oh, forgot, push the shoulders in, so there's nothing on the elbows, no articulation. Then let's take a look at his head. Pretty good head sculpt, but the thing is, the head is really small compared to the Reissue's body, which is really big. So articulation, his head can look up and down due to transformation, turn 360, as well as the arms. The fists have articulation due to the transformation as well. Nothing at the waist. He can't even kick forward or back. That's due to the transformation. Soundwave has a better leg articulation. He can only do the splits, nothing at the knees. So Blaster is pretty limited to articulation as compared to Soundwave. So between the two, I think this guy's a better one. But nonetheless, this is a pretty good addition to your collection. Let's bring in the cassette tapes for comparison. Ravage, Frenzy, Laserbeak, and Rumble. So they look awesome together as a set, and I wish they also have his cassettes reissued, so we can have a cassette for Blaster himself. And of course we'll bring a modern figure. You got the leader class, who is only a Voyager, Optimus Prime, and as you can see, same height as Soundwave. This guy is pretty big. And of course, if you want a pretty big guy in the picture, we'll bring in Commander class, Jetfire, and as you can see, Blaster's pretty big. It's almost shoulder height to Jetfire, you can see there. And yeah, I would recommend you get him if you're an old school collector and you love the old school Transformers. Pretty good addition to the collection. Blaster is pretty awesome. And yeah, hoping the cassettes for Blaster will come in. And this has been BubbaChuck14. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Check out my other videos. Subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And check out my upcoming videos as well. And as always, do it with style. Don't do it at all.